And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear
bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the first and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they will look to throw. Montana. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. Montana. Over the middle.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1, guys still have to practice. They still have to train. And injuries do crop up. You're exactly right.
Shotgun. Here's Montana. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they
field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. Play action. It's Montana. Open man is Jalen Naylor. And getting this chest shot.
Involved.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the spot, that means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Tell you what,
so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's got his target. That's complete. And invert on 4th down. Chandler is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And this is the time of game where
clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession.
Season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Vikings, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on.
Back to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up there.
Spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's trying to push the field. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge...
Some good work to help reset those chains.
Catch is made down the right sideline. It's been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia. They'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down. They're going to... Back to throw now. He'll get this to Jefferson.
They don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him, he delivers.
Oh, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And they limit... He'll look to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The rookie from Oklahoma has it. Out from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, the football's loose. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And they stop him before he gets... Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew. I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Ravens are your winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.
a brawl inside the NFC North. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Bears. All that and more coming up next.
And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Not surprisingly, on a couple of quarterbacks who came through the draft the same year, and now in their second seasons here in the NFL, they've had some pretty crummy luck, some poor fortune in keeping guys healthy during their early goings of this season.
And this is where focus and attitude is.
Looking for a throw here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate. They're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Now looking to throw. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and make it for a 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. This is hauled in by Chandler. The big play nets him. That's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Chicago. Like football's second month of the regular season, and these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a...
Free time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. So we'll see the Vikings, and now it's 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He gets this one to Chandler. And they get this down to the end of the first. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Working inside the red zone. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. At the forefront of their minds, they got out there and rebounded nicely with a win. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis. We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL. Has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing it.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to... They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They're throwing it. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this to goal. Chandler goes up and over for the touchdown. The Vikings make it a 9-point advantage. So Brock, this offense looking... And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you...
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. And with a half of football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark.
Surprising, quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. To go. He'll look to throw. Lays out left side and gets it. Give him 13 on that play.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne.
Back to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the Cowboys showing nickel set, third down. Setting up the running back screen. And he's brought down.
Wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Cut near the goal line. Oh, he lost the football. And the Cowboys scoop it up. The ending, and that drive was outstanding. It was everything they were hoping for. Actually, all that working down here. He'll throw it. And he has it near the sideline and near the marker. Well, they're going to say he's out of bounds. Nearly a big play on third, but now fourth down. He secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down.
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers.
It's here on 3rd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. Room to the right. And he's going to have this all the way down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Here we go, right up the gut. And he gets in, touchdown. The Vikings make it a 9-point advantage. Let's pick up the win on the road. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. Does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Dallas.
It's week 8 of the 2025 season. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Vikings and the Bears. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi, club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears. Here's Montana to throw. And that is... They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Rush coming. Play fake. Now here's Montana. Open man. He's got Jefferson across the formation. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown into 4th. They go with Thompson again. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Wow. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the... They send a man in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jordan. Here's James. And he will score. Touchdown, Viking. In this situation, down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked a ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Vikings, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance.
Well, last week, their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And now they go play action with Montana. He's got his man.
Drive keeps moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are play fake. Now here's Montana. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from operating out of the gun. Here's Montana. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Here's Montana to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Lead in the 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll look to throw again. He completes this into the hands of Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. For the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. Want this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They'll start this drive out on the ground, but that won't help at all. 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Completes this to Jefferson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
Later, they're going to have to stop the clock.
Back to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now they'll look to throw. To Thompson on the screen. And he gets it inside the... as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They give it here to Thompson. And he'll be brought down at the 20. And his kick is indeed good. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Minnesota, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs,
it's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Vikings, rangy linebacker. He's a nightmare to deal with in the front 7. It's the Vikings and the Bucs. All that and more coming up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, both these squads come in off winning 10. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. He's got his big tight end. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Now, faking the give. It is brought in the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
Completed, give or take, half of his passes, Mike. You have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a...
They remeasure, and this indeed will become a first down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of go here till halftime. Greg and I back from 10. Back to the air one more time. That's caught. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense. Any turnover, and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw. Oh, in trouble. They'll look to throw. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson.
They can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
This one complete to Oliver. And he'll... Now this time he'll set up to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll move this ball way down. Into
24-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings first down.
his kick in the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between...
Was a win for our visitors, the Vikings. This one went down to the wire. They're able to persevere. They're going to walk out of here with a well-deserved victory. That'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Fire incompletion. We've got 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. He has the first over the middle. Throwing now, following the turnover. The back's got it.
Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Finds him on the crossing route.
But here, Kate, it now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and long for him here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! This recent stretch as they pick up a 6th consecutive victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.
Outside on this November evening, but all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Vikings Ball Club. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now. Play action. Now Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession.
And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Early turnover into points. Operating out of the gun. Here's Montana. And it's caught in the end zone. Inside the 10. 6-0 our score after 1.
And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And across the chalk into the end zone. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense and Justin Jefferson set to take over once more. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit. From 46. And this one looks good. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, what a heck of an effort there. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll wind up. They'll set up a throw. That is caught. He's got the first down and more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. 45 yards.
If the legs are a little bit heavy, sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go.
2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was since
losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Minnesota, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And they'll get a chance to...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got Byron Murphy. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Vikings and the Browns on Monday night.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon. So they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this.
Shotgun. Here's Montana. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line.
Here in the second one.
They go play action with Montana. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Here's Montana to throw. That is caught. They'll look to throw here. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Montana. Touchdown! They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it.
And thus far, they've been successful.
Good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That operating out of the gun. Here's Montana. And he's got this to Jefferson. Throwing on 2nd and long. Montana. He's going to find Jefferson open outs defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Minnesota, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Browns, today, a good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Along with Charles Davis, extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get.
Now Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynes.
It's a situation where quarterback coaching is...
Play action. It's Montana. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. And he'll take this to the shotgun. Here's Montana. Looking right sideline. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air.
To wipe it away.
Montana. Over. Now Montana. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings.
One already. He'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Vikings have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out. They can win again here in Detroit. They'd pull off the season sweep. This one brought in by Jefferson. Here's Montana to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong.
Defense.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be... Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass completes and need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get...
Best adjustments usually are. It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the 2nd half, and that led them to victory.
So for Minnesota, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week.
The booth, Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he'll back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll get this over the middle. From the red zone now, he'll drop to throw.
Fumble or interception. The ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
He's got his man. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up. They'll run on 2nd down. And the Vikings for the Vikings. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory.
On the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crunch
to the interception. To throw is Montana. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. They go play action with Montana. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings version. Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he comes back with one complete. One. Gets set to take over. James. Room here to run. That's some strong shotgun. Here's Montana. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. DJ Chark From 10 yards. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And Shark calls it in. Operating out of the gun. Here's Montana. Touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. For you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all. Back to throw now on first down. Wide open. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Already winning here in the second half. Ball in the red zone. Touchdown, Vikings! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the base. Vikings have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like ball. And the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Minnesota, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head back home.
It's Week 17 of the NFL. And we've got the Vikings leader at quarterback. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Vikings and the Commanders, and it's all up next.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Banks going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for first and goal. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Vikings.
And against this style of defense, but let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
And he's turned upfield. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Back to throw. He dives, and what a... From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's going to look downfield for Chark. That long... They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he's in! Touchdown! Third and a yard. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man. It's Jefferson.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here.
So a win here for the Vikings. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners are Now Montana. Touchdown, Vikings! To throw is Montana. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45.
In there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy.
Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And they will look to throw. Montana. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard.
Play action. It's Montana. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pass complete to Addison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards.
That's how you flip field position. What a play right there.
Back to throw again. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. Touchdown!
And try and do it again.
On 2nd and 10, Montana. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Pick they can do on this play. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver. Shotgun. Here's Montana. And it's coming in our second half blowout material. On play action, McCarthy. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Naylor.
With these, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on.